Hello ladies and gents! Time for something just a little bit different this time around, as to nobody's surprise I actually play other games as well apart from World of Tanks, even if that grind takes up most of my gaming time. So, my most recent completion was the brand new Deus Ex game, Mankind Divided, a sequel to one of my favorite series next to the Witcher and the Mass Effect universes. Now, I don't really want to go into an elaborate review here, but I do want to share my express 2 cents about the game nonetheless. First of all, to help those who didn't buy it yet, and also to see if you agree with my opinion if you already did. I might even have a way for you to get this game for free actually with a purchase, so stay tuned. So, if you have absolutely no idea what this series is about, you basically play a half-man, half-machine agent in a part first-person shooter, part stealth-based RPG game based in a cool but rather dark and futuristic universe where the tension escalates between augmented and non-augmented humans, leading pretty much to racism, segregation and terrorism. Not exactly your everyday Disney movie, is it? Now you have a choice if you want to shoot your way through the game or maybe if you want to be sneaky about it, both of them being actually viable options. You can also get around every single obstacle in multiple ways, and you can even find some hidden secrets here and there, which is actually quite refreshing considering the typical corridor-like level design of most games these days. Now all of this could sound extremely familiar from Human Revolution, the previous episode. That's because this game is bloody similar to say the least. Starting from the striking similarities in the overall aesthetic of the game, to the exact same hacking minigame, and the game's unexplainable love for ventilation shafts, this is basically more of the same after Human Revolution, with alright graphics and a few new augmentations. Now, all the hype pieces wrote about it as, "It's just as Human Revolution, only better." But to be frank, I don't fully agree with them. While Human Revolution was a great game after a lot of Deus Ex-less years, so more of the same wouldn't be necessarily a bad thing, the story this time around was just a little bit lacking, to be honest. While it was great to dive back into this universe once again, I somehow just didn't develop any connections to any of the characters really, which is quite a shame. Well, at least the mediocre ending wasn't a huge letdown after the whole mediocre story, I guess. I mean, overall it wasn't bad, it was just alright. But there are actually some exciting news about the game as well, as it's the latest addition to the games which are supporting the eye-tracking sensor by Tobii technology, allowing you for cool features like using your eyes to look around, to aim, to interact with the world, or use your Icarus dash ability, or maybe to fumble around in your inventory. Now, if you didn't hear about this eye-tracking technology before, I actually did a sponsored video on it not so long ago, including a live presentation of how it works in The Division. If you want to check it out, I've put a link in the description below. As for the length of this game, together with the side quests, which I highly suggest to do by the way because there aren't that many of them anyway, it took me about 16 hours from start to finish, including a last reload to get the alternative endings as well. Question is of course, is it worth the money? Well, if you are a Deus Ex fan with disposable income, you probably played through it already anyway. And I have to admit, I certainly did enjoy my time with it, even if I wasn't exactly blown away by the game. If you are however only thinking about getting it, probably wait for a Steam sale to get a better deal on it because the current €50 price tag might be a little bit too much for what it is. Get yourself a good deal on it, and suddenly the proposal looks a whole lot better. Or, you know, get it for free. Sort of. Right now there is actually a special promotion available if you are thinking about getting yourself one of these Tobii iX eye tracking devices. Basically, you can choose a free game to go with it, including Deus Ex Mankind Divided, or you could also go for another high-profile release, Wargaming's Master of Orion, a game which is also supported by this eye tracking feature. In the end, you will get the eye tracker for €119, including a €50 game for free. Not a bad deal. By the way, I know this because I got my Deus Ex game for free as well, courtesy of Tobii technology. Right, this was then my pocket review of the latest Deus Ex game, Mankind Divided. I hope you did enjoy this little special content, and if you did, thank you very much for considering giving this a like or sharing it. Tomorrow we will continue with a pretty cool game featuring an AP firing KV2. I know, sacrilege, right? And then it's already Monday again with some more funny and RNG moments from our favorite tanking game. Enjoy your weekend, people, and see you soon.